What's up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. I'm Kristen. If you are new, if you are returning, what's good? This is going to be the Basketball Wives Season 9, Episode 2. This was not a very interesting episode. I'm just going to go ahead and put it out there. Nothing really happened. So this is not going to be like a full-on review. And I'm really just kind of ready to go ahead and get this up because I started watching Game of Thrones and now I'm on episode 4, the first season. I'm kind of invested, but I'm fucking with it. So as soon as I can get this up, I can get back to my show. But I don't want y'all to think that like I'm not trying to be here or that my interest is not being here. No, it just really nothing happened on this episode. So I just want to go ahead and give you a disclaimer there. The episode starts off with a recap of 2020 and everybody is like, you know, like kind of with their kids. So Jackie moves back to Sacramento, or she has moved back to Sacramento because the outbreak is really bad in LA. And Jackie said that she hasn't talked to any of the ladies. Pretty much all that I got out of her scene. Moving on. Shawnee is in Houston. Moving on. Malaysia and Kristen link up. Kristen has moved to Atlanta. And she tells Malaysia that it made her feel away that she didn't go to a Black Lives Matter protest that she had invited her to. And Malaysia tells her that she couldn't do it. Her brother was murdered at 17 in a park, unarmed, by the hands of a police officer. So she just felt like she couldn't do it, and she's entitled to that. And whenever Kristen kind of backed up because she was just like, I'm not disappointed in you, but I'm just disappointed that, like, in hopes that you would find somebody to talk to or something like that. Like, I felt like she was backpedaling, like, yeah, bitch, like, people go through things, and I know that you might have felt away, but you'll be alright. Kind of makes me wonder how close Kristen and Malaysia really are, because I feel like if she knew anything, she would know that Malaysia has had a brother that has lost their life, that has lost their life to a police officer. So, I mean, I knew that. That was one thing that she struggled with a few seasons ago. Evelyn bought a new home, and Shanice suggests that Evelyn is a hoarder. Bitch, Evelyn's shoe collection, oh my god. All the colors, oh my god. So Evelyn lost her stepfather due to the pandemic. So her and Shanice kind of have a moment, and Shanice tells her that she's proud of her. I felt no ways about that moment. I didn't want to take away from the fact of what it was that I felt like Evelyn was crying over. And for Shanice to say that she's proud of her, girl, that's your mama. You see more of Evelyn than I do. I mean, anybody else to the public eye would think, what are you proud of? But again, we don't know her like you know her, girl. So I'm gonna stay off that. Kristen invites Malaysia to her home to speak with a mother who's lost her child due to police. And this was Jamarion Robinson. I think her name is Monteria, I think. That's what happened. Like, when I tell you that there was not anything that happened in this episode, really, there was not shit that happened in this episode. I'm not even trying to be funny, and I'm not even trying to, like, I'm not trying to finesse y'all on a view. Like, I'm genuinely not trying to do that. There was not anything that happened in this episode. There was a little spice between Jen and Kristen, which I'm about to get to, but other than that, really nothing happened. I swear nothing happened. So Evelyn makes her calls to everybody to let them know that she's wanting to rent a mansion for a week or two, and she said that she was inviting everybody. That was pretty much it. She literally... She called everybody individually, which we didn't see her call OG. We learned later that she did not extend the invite to OG, that Jackie extended the invite to OG. But I guess whenever Evelyn told Jackie that she was inviting everybody, Jackie took it upon herself to make sure that OG did not get left out. So, I mean, girl, you know, whatever. That's what happened. Let's see. Okay, so Jen moved to Atlanta. Kristen comes to Jen's house. Jen said that Jen has been turning up. Jen said that she's been in parties, that she's been out and about, honey. This little COVID has not done a damn thing for Jen. And Kristen told Jen that she had questions about what happened over the summer with Jen's ex stealing her Range Rover. I know for a fact the Shade Room reported on it on Instagram. Jen was accusing her boyfriend at the time of stealing her Range Rover. So I do remember that. So I guess whenever that was going on, this is whenever they're having that conversation. And Jen said that she just wants justice. And she said she was about to make a documentary about everything that this particular ex is taking her through. Girl, we don't even know him. They get to talking about the invite that's been extended throughout everybody. And Kristen asked Jen if she knew who I was coming. I know that she was waiting to see if OG's name was going to come up. After Jen said that OG was coming, or that OG had been invited, Kristen said, I'm glad I asked so I can be mentally prepared. So then Kristen started telling Jen, like, girl, I don't know if this is going to work because you don't like such and such. Like, y'all don't care for each other. This group of girls, like, these two girls don't care for each other. The last time that I saw OG, she was trying to take my face off. And so she's just kind of running a play-by-play of what she feels like. It's just like, no, girl. Like, I don't feel like this is going to be good vibes. And Jen said, well, you know, girl, whenever you got bitches who throw tables, and, you know, you never know what's going to happen. And Kristen tried to check her and was like, okay, so we're going to take bitch out of the girl's name who threw the table. And Jen said, no, the fuck, we're not going to take that out of there. This is my house. That's the one. And I can say what the fuck it is I want to say. And Kristen, furthermore, like, how dare you? Like, Malaysia threw a whole table at this woman. And you think I'm not gonna call you a bitch? You got me fucked up. Next scene, OG and her family are eating. And so we find out that OG countersued in this defamation claim. And OG just kind of lets her family know that she's been invited to the little getaway. So that's pretty much it that happened in that scene. So Kristen calls Evelyn and tells her that Jen told her that Jackie invited OG. So now Evelyn doesn't even want to have the trip. She was like, at this point, I feel like I don't even want to go. And I feel like it was a mistake in even inviting Jackie. And then Evelyn was like, we've had beefs on the show, but nobody has ever made it the thing that OG is making it. Like, nobody has ever, towards Shawnee, towards me, like, nobody has ever called colorism on us over anything. And I'm thinking, like, no, girl, you're right, nobody has. Because you have not blatantly called somebody ugly that has dark skin or who has more black or more African features. You haven't gone at any of the other women the way that you have OG. You haven't. Whatever the fuck it was that Instagram post that she made, and then she posted the picture of the orangutan at the bottom, of which OG looks nothing like. I just wish OG would stop putting on that damn nude lip and find her a good color that fits her, because it just blends into the face. Shout out to Alexander Rogers, because I watch him too, and I think the same thing. Every time I see OG, you never see her with a good lip. He literally spoke my whole thoughts. Shout out to Alexander Rogers. And now they are making it a thing of OG is using colorism to her advantage. I told y'all in my last video that I don't like to watch other people's reviews before I get to film my own and put my own out, because I don't want my opinion skewed. Now, granted, I can always, after I have gotten some perspective from some other people who don't look at things the way that I do all the time, I am not above reproach, but I cannot wait to see what some of the other review channels have to say about this right here, and them trying to say that OG is using colorism to her advantage. I cannot wait. I'm about to get my whole life. I can't wait. We're coming towards the end of the episode. Yeah, for sure. Okay, so Malaysia talks to her kids about police brutality and what they should do in this scenario, in this scenario, in this scenario, okay? And then OG sits and talks to Kwame while she's preparing for the trip. She's packing and she's saying, I want to go into it with good energy. I don't want any problems, blah, 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 blah. That was pretty much the end of the episode, y'all. This episode was a filler. It didn't give much. It doesn't, it's, you know, there's just not much happening, girl. There wasn't much happening on this episode. Next episode, you know, I look forward to, you know, there being a little more something, because I think the ladies actually link up this episode. That's pretty much it, girl. So like I said, I'll be back later this week. Don't forget to like the video if you liked the video, and I'll see y'all in the next one.